Don't increase your volume on me, period. Just to tell you the personality type.
Yes.
That if you are a friend or a connection and you are stuck in some bad situation, and you can be a guy or a girl, old age, senior, whatever, you call me, I'll be there. But don't raise your volume on me.
So we leave the meeting and she was my boss, and she looks at me, she's like, well, we got to get a hotel room, and we don't have clothes, right? So we literally switched our outfits.
The number one most important thing in sales is empathy.
Empathy. I was going to say it in stereo with you.
Yes, it's empathy. If you have a bad day, consider someone landed in Austria thinking it was Australia. Hi, Dr. Kathy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fantastic.
So how's the weather treating you today in New York?
Super hot, but I'm a New Yorker. I grew up in Queens without any air conditioning, so I'm
where
used
in
to
Queens?
this. Flushing.
I live in Forest Hills these days.
Oh, yeah.
They call it Forest Hills, but at the end they write Flushing in the
Yes,
addresses.
Flushing. Yes, it touches. Yes.
Yeah, last night I was cycling there. What a neighborhood.
Yeah, it's great. I love Queens.
Yeah, Queen is like the most diverse place in the world, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Most languages spoken on the planet.
Yep. So after a while, I met someone who is at a very high place at a university, but the background is very much technology, sales,
Yes.
and maybe 15 years ago, 20 years ago, sales era, language, the keywords, the do's and don'ts was completely different.
Yes.
So let's talk. I'm so interested to talk about it with you today.
Yeah, no, it's great. So I was a sales director at AT&T, global sales director. I left that in 2006, so I was doing that in the early noughts, 2000s, so, and then in late 90s also. But I started my life as my professional life. Not my life, I wasn't born an electrical engineer. I started my life as an electrical engineer. Now I started my professional career as a Bell Labs engineer, so electrical engineer.
Oh, so you were an engineer in the beginning.
Yes.
And then you moved towards sales.
Yes, I moved to product management. And so I managed products. I managed, it's very interesting because when you think about AI today, we were doing a lot of the precursor of that at Bell Labs, but voice recognition. Mm-hmm. So
Those
I did
days.
a lot in that, and there was products around that, interactive voice response, and then I did consulting in that, and then I moved into sales.
Wow. That day when we chatted about this first,
Yes.
this never came up.
I know.
A similar journey.
You're kidding me.
I started as an engineer.
What type?
Software engineer.
Yeah.
And I think the people who know the technology, the baseline more, they become very good salespeople because they know the subject. And they can
Yes.
talk to anyone.
Yes.
And you might have noticed that too.
And I'm never afraid of, I'm sure you the same, I'm never afraid of technology. Like you need to keep up, but now it's so vast. Like when I was an engineer, if I didn't know something, it's like, I gotta know that. Like I'm off my game, right? But now there's just so much and we have so much support to learn on the fly, right?
Yeah.
That it's a different world.
Oh,
in that
yes. Back then there was no YouTube.
way. Yeah.
And there was no
YouTube.
Instagram short reels, right?
No. And knowledge was held in individuals. I think really democratizing access to knowledge opens it up to a lot of people.
And that's why in those eras, when you have joined a team as a junior, you're like very silent and just listening and trying to learn from the seniors because they had all the knowledge and the books.
Yes.
The access was not that fast.
And the business processes were very customized and tailored to the company. Where now if you know the business processes or you're creating your own business process with whatever, AI you're leveraging to improve productivity, you could be the expert because you're pulling that forward, where before we were very dependent on the experienced people who knew X company way, right? So I love how things have changed and evolved. I think the playing field's more level.
Yes. So in 2004, when I was graduating from my computer science degree, computers started to come, and I was in Pakistan and there were computers as well. I always was thinking about, in a document, I get a Control F feature, find words. But what if in a book, I can find a Control F feature?
Right.
We used to go back to the index, the last page. Guys, there was no Control F. There was no search feature. If you have to look for something, you have to read literally the whole book and whole pages. So we have seen that era.
Yes.
So
I love seeing the before and after.
yeah, yeah, we can compare, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So you started fresh out of college at Bell Labs, or you had?
Yes, fresh out of college.
So you were an internee.
I mean, I was hired full time.
Okay.
And at that point in time, if we're going that far back, in that point in time, you had to ultimately have a master's to be at Bell Labs. So my employment was contingent upon me getting a master's degree.
It was a compulsion.
Yes, and if I didn't pass the master's program, I would lose my job. And that actually happened to people. So you applied to whatever school you wanted to. So I applied to Stanford, and I got in, and I got my master's in a combination of engineering, biomedical engineering, and then management. And that degree set my life. So I took courses in the Graduate School of Business, and I took courses in an engineering college within Stanford, and the rest of my life is just a mix of technology
and the network
and
you were
business.
able to create at Stanford.
Yes, yes.
That is a big.
I think back then we didn't do a ton of that. I did get to meet some really cool people, and I became like the CEOs of a few companies.
Exactly.
But like I didn't, I'm like I didn't leverage it.
But
I
it
just
naturally
had that
happens.
experience. Yeah.
But in a reference check, it always comes up.
Yes.
It always helps.
It always helps. I mean, we met the head, and it wasn't Steve Jobs at the time, but the head of Apple came to campus. We had heads of state, countries come to campus. But no, I didn't really, and that's why I relate a lot to my students now, because I try to emphasize to them, this is the network, this is the ecosystem we're building, like follow up. Because, I went to the events, but I didn't stay in touch with the people.
Because there was no LinkedIn.
Yeah, there was no LinkedIn.
But you were learning.
There was nothing, but we had email. I could have done something. I mean, Scott McNeely was the head of Sun Microsystems then. He's like, hey, are you playing at Pebble Beach? I was like, I'm not invited to the AT&T PGA Tour. No, I'm not on that circuit, Okay. But he actually spoke with me and was like, I could have said something. No, but I can do this.
Oh, wow.
I was a little...
Shy?
Not shy, just I'd say inexperienced.
Okay, we all have those experiences,
Yes.
A lot of times, sometimes things 15 years ago, I should have said this there,
and
I should not have said this there, so these things happen. What exactly you were doing in the initial years in Bell Labs, and when did you transition?
I was always on the business data side, which is fantastic because that's where the real growth was. And then I moved from being a traditional design engineer, designing services. There's like so many funny stories right there. We were designing services that were fractional T1 services, which is 1.544 megabits per second. That's like nothing. We were splitting up this T1 for companies to share. It's just crazy the bandwidth now and what we're able to do. But that was back then. And then I went to a very innovative part of AT&T where we were consulting. It was like taking Bell Labs outside to consult with companies. And I was the second person they sent to Europe to launch the business. So I launched that business. And then I did consulting as an AT&T badged person. We were AT&T Solutions, and I did consulting to the Fortune 100 companies on how to leverage technology in business.
And what was your exact journey in that transaction with those companies? Where was it starting, and where was it ending?
So it was all around customer value management, realizing that with customer segmentation, you might support customers in a different way, leveraging technology to make a more personalized experience. And I worked a lot with financial services companies.
Wow, in Europe?
In Europe, and then back in the US.
And of course, that led you make a lot of connections, and that's why I think you were moved to sales eventually.
I think, I ended up when you're in a professional services environment, you're selling and delivering. So that's how I started to really make good inroads. Because what I love about sales is that if you deliver, nothing stops you, right? It's like it's the numbers.
Yes.
And then you get promoted. So that's really what happened. I mean, at AT&T, and I'm very proud of it because it was in 2004 when I had my I was very pregnant. I had my second child, and I won this huge award. I was brought into Leaders Council at AT&T. It was top 1% salespeople. And that was for voice over IP. So when voice over IP launched with Skype for consumer, I was like, why aren't we doing it for business? And I pulled together a team to do that, and we wrapped professional services around it. And then I also went into selling a lot of network equipment that hung off our network. And that was where we, just launched a really good business globally to sell, Cisco, HP,
then you had partners, and then you
around the world.
And because you were so big, everyone wanted to be your partner, and so that they can sell through you. Reseller model.
Yes, and we had a big alliance channel. That's not what I ran, but it was really, really great. And we launched it globally, and it still exists. But it was just an opportunity because, we have our network equipment in our network, but for the premises, right, there was an opportunity there. And it was a reseller. That's what I did. I made sure and worked with the companies to negotiate, and how much we could sell, and then doing import and understanding all the regulations around the world. We used to get a country list of like 52 countries that we were selling to.
That position is not that visible, but that is the position which is really pulling all the strings.
Yeah.
Because I was channel sales in Oracle, Microsoft, and VMware.
Yeah.
So every partner was like, hey, can we get the best price? Hey, can we do something about it? Right. Let's be, you are basically running the whole ecosystem. You exactly know what partners are doing in the field and what resellers and implementation partners are doing in the field. And you exactly know what the management is thinking and what kind of pricing we're expecting from the headquarters.
Yes.
Discount loops and all that.
You made a really good point that I think of often, that, when you're with companies like that and you're doing channel sales, or at that point, AT&T is such a large brand. I love that, and everybody wants to partner with you. That's what everybody wants to partner with you. Yep. So that's been a very good experience for me, because you have to understand and be proud of the brand you're with. And that's how I feel with NJIT. We're a great brand. People are so quick to give away their partnership. You got to be very careful who you choose to partner with, because they're an extension of your brand.
Yeah, they are your extended arms. There has to be a complete vetting practice around it.
Exactly.
Now, let's go towards the fun stuff. Tell me some very good, which you can tell on camera, something very unique and funny stories around sales. And because I know it's a very critical position, and you have to literally learn so much about every other individual, every other company, and you are in the center, and if something breaks anywhere, it affects you. So you have to make sure the whole channel, from the company, the OEMs, the pricing, your management, distributors, partners, and customers, everyone is happy.
I'll tell you a funny story, and I will keep the person's name out of it, but if she's watching this, she'll know who it is. Okay. But we were selling in Belgium, and we went to a customer meeting. And I'll say, with sales changing over the years, from product focus to then solutions focus to insight selling, spin selling, all the different things, it really comes down to listening.
Turnkey.
Yeah, turnkey. I mean, it really comes down to listening. And that's where I think the link with entrepreneurship is so important too. So anyway, we go and we have this really good customer meeting, and they're like, can you come back tomorrow? Now, we weren't scheduled to be in Belgium the next day, right? So we just say, yes, of course. So I'm always like, show up and follow up is the key things for selling too, right? You show up and you always follow up, and you'll be better than 80% of the people. But so we both say yes. So we leave the meeting, and she was my boss, and she looks at me, she's like, well, we got to get a hotel room, and we don't have clothes, right? So we literally switched our outfits. and we still laugh about this. I know her. She's a very successful person out in Silicon Valley. And we still laugh when I see her. She's like, okay, you take my skirt, and I'll take your shirt, and then we'll look like we're in a different outfit the next day. So we show up not wearing the same thing. So that was really, we both just said yes, and we're like, we're going to do it.
Yeah, those things happen, and then you remember later on how funny that situation was, and then you really miss it, basically.
Yes.
The most difficult situations I had in my Oracle and Microsoft experience, at that time I was like, I should suicide, I should hide somewhere. But now we remember those experiences and the learning and how strong they make you.
How strong they make you, yes, for sure.
And with follow-up, I would like to share my personal background, the people who know me from before. In Oracle was my first sales job. Before that, I was a software engineer. Wow. And I was learning. The first 6 months, I literally sometimes go to the restroom and used to cry. Where am I? What's happening? No one is liking me. I'm not understanding anything, but I used to cry out in the restroom, and
Then come
I went
back
out
out,
and said, let me fight with everything.
Yes.
So in Oracle, I got a strong training. It's a very good company. I was nicknamed as the follow-up machine.
Well, you did that with me.
Yeah. I've toned it down a lot. You have no idea.
You waited a few weeks.
You have no idea how much I have learned on that one. I used to follow up my customers every day to a point that my subordinates and my seniors were getting complaints. So they were coaching me, but kind of in a way they were happy because they saw that I'm ambitious. I'm going to do something.
Yes.
But then the answer to everything, so if I don't follow up, what should I do? Have more pipeline. So whenever I was going to my seniors who were teaching me about what should I do, always there was this one answer: have more pipeline.
Have more pipeline. And that's so perfect. That's like one of the key learnings from sales. Because like, do people know what that is? I mean, I was talking to someone the other day and I was like, you got to back it up. It's a numbers game. Like I had a 33% close rate, which is really good.
Yes.
But we had warm leads, right? We were overlay sales. We had, sales teams on site. So 33% from, proposal to closing is really good. But what does that mean? If I want to close, 3 deals, I need to have 9.
Yes.
And so when I talk to my student entrepreneurs, it's like, back it up. Like if you want to, then how many, then that's proposals, right? Then you got to go back up the funnel to leads, connections. And it's just a numbers game. And then every day, how many do you have to be making?
This reminds me of a whole session we attended for a whole day. It's all do maths backwards. That's it. So, and
it could be daunting though, because then you're like, oh my God, I got to talk to 100 people this week. But
that's how it works. So the point I was talking about, the follow-up thing, I was not so happy about it, but people are talking bad that he does too much follow-up. But the next job at Microsoft, I just got because of that. Because of that impression I had.
Wow.
So the bosses there knew that this guy is ambitious and hardworking and he wants to do it. So let him come and we'll train him on that. So, that follow-up habit got me my job at Microsoft. Only that thing was the main which got me my job into.
I think it's very true still. I say show up, follow up.
So the thing about pipeline, this is the young founders and the people who are like thinking to become an entrepreneur and then they think that they don't have to do sales and they will just become an entrepreneur. That's a lie. It's not happening. So I tell all the time, if you have to have 10 customers, talk to 100 people. If you want 100 customers, talk to 1,000. And social media is such a good way to spread your message or offering to millions and thousands of people like in a day. So that reminds me that in Oracle, second year of Oracle, there was this whole session of a whole day. The senior director and the regional management from Singapore, they were all in Karachi, Pakistan. And we were having this session that if you have a target of $1 million for the quarter, so if you did million, you're safe. No one is asking any question. If you don't do it, let's see, do you have the pipeline? Did you have the pipeline of 9 million?
Right.
And if the pipeline of 9 million, you are in trouble. But let's go back. Was the pipeline possible?
Right.
Was the territory and the region and the timing was okay? They were telling us that this is the way to think backwards. That it's not final decision that if you didn't do a million, you are fired.
Right.
But was there the pipeline? If the pipeline was not there and the market was there, then you're fired.
Yeah, I mean, so many things I could say. I mean, we had monthly calls on the pipeline and the probability. We had weekly calls. Every Monday you were ranked on sales.
You were doing weekly as well?
Yeah.
But when I started Oracle, it was
and you were ranked.
It was monthly. And then when I was in Microsoft in 2011 to 14, it was weekly.
It was weekly.
And then in VMware as well, it was weekly.
Yeah.
So you have done also
weekly, and and compensation is great. I think being measured and then rewarded is great.
And the accelerator.
Yeah, I mean,
and the accelerator was insane.
Yes, because if we did above, if you went above 121% of your goal, it was exponential.
People will buy
a
a house from just commission of a quarter.
Yeah.
It was that insane.
I still don't make as much money. Well, I'm in, university.
No, but
I still don't make as much money as I made in 2004 and 2005.
Yes, those companies, they are really, really good. The biggest bank of Pakistan, and it was the CEO and the CTO, and we had to close a big deal. And my seniors, we all were there, we were trying, and they wanted the solution and we had the solution, but so it was like, we were not able to break the ice. So now we invited our country head from Islamabad, from the capital of Pakistan, to Karachi, and we set up the meeting between two of them, and another person was there as well. So he was not opening up. So then he started talking about, like kind of dirty jokes with him.
Oh, yeah.
And he opened up on those things, and we closed the deal.
I mean, there's like anything that's
guys,
funny.
Guys thing,
Anything funny is like violating so many HR things of today.
And then there was this, we can gift the customers, but then we were gifting customers a trip to Singapore.
Yeah.
And then there were these policies that you cannot gift more than $10 of any like pen or, those.
Right. Like the giveaways.
Sales is very tricky because you get a lot of, offers of kickback, simply kickback, bribery, if you do that for us, how will we, Have you been laid off?
No, I have not. I have laid off people, but I have never been laid off. How about you?
I was laid off 3 times.
3 times?
Yes.
Wow.
Because I have this problem since childhood that I will not take a voice raise. If someone is, talking me in a bad tone, whoever they can be.
Okay.
Whatever.
So if someone raises their voice to you,
I just lose it. So in my family, all the elders, everyone know. Don't increase your volume on me, period.
So you get angry back, I guess, then?
Yes, I cannot hold myself back. I have this very big thing about my self-respect on volume especially. And if you're sweet to me, if you need anything, you call me at 3 a.m., there's an emergency, please reach here, I will be there.
This is really good to know.
Yeah, so exactly.
I'm just kidding. I don't
but just to tell you the personality type.
Yes.
That if you are a friend or a connection and you are stuck in some bad situation, and you can be a guy or a girl, old age, senior, whatever, you call me, I'll be there. But don't raise your volume on me.
Yeah, I don't think my husband would disagree, but I don't raise my voice. I don't think I raise my voice at work. I'm kind of sweeter.
You can ask DC, you can ask her, So I'm very particular about this.
Yeah,
and I also don't let any of my manager raise their voice on their juniors.
Yes.
So I've made this very strict culture in the company, but it's easier said than done. And these days things go viral on LinkedIn, social media.
Yeah.
2010 and 90s,
exactly,
some shit is happening and no one knows.
No one knows, yeah.
So we cannot expose those things at the scale which we can do today. Mm-hmm. So the Gen Z especially won't understand that thing, how a lot of times you going through something and you cannot tell anyone, and you are not sure what to do. So this voice raise was it's a turn off. I just cannot handle it.
That's good. You set up the culture like that.
Yeah. No, all my years of 15 years, and whenever I was the first time when I was laid off, I was stressed for a day. Mm-hmm. Second time I was stressed for an hour. And third time maybe for 5 minutes.
So you landed somewhere quickly.
Yeah, I embraced it.
Yeah.
Because, it happens first time you're like dejected and stressed. But then second time, this is easy. I've done this before.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, but then just to kind of close out from the sales things, like when you're thinking about your sales experience and with the entrepreneurs, so the numbers game, I love the pipeline. What else do you think is really critical in sales? I mean, we talked about listening. I think listening, asking good questions, and then listening is really important. Follow up. So we've said some really good things here.
I think these are the most important, but they are, I think, secondary. The number one most important thing in sales is empathy.
Empathy. I was going to say it in stereo with you.
Yes, it's empathy.
Really understanding the problem and the pain points.
Because we are humans, we are smart creatures. Mm-hmm. We know if someone really cares or they're just acting.
Yes.
So I get a lot of acting with people who try to sell me something. But if you are not a people's person, if you're not a genuine relationship person, should not go to sales.
You should not go to sales.
Yeah.
I agree. Because and that's one thing AI cannot do. Like sincerely, and understanding and applying empathy.
I love you for saying this. 6 months ago, I was invited at a podcast. Now they have 500,000 subscribers on YouTube. The name is Lean Scale. And the topic was this: can AI replace sales and marketing? And I did all my, controversial anti-AI comments. But that episode got the highest views on the whole channel.
Wow.
Because people want to listen to it.
Yes.
Yes, AI is good. It's a tool. For me, it's an updated version of Google, doing things more efficiently, like scheduling, calendar making, all the tedious time-taking tasks. But it cannot take the thinking task from me. It cannot take the relationship building task from me.
Right.
It's not possible.
Right, it's not possible.
Until AI have a soul. In my inbox every day, I get this, we have this AI tool which will help you fill your pipeline. So what is your take on that?
I mean, it goes back to, there's a lot of things within sales operations that could be automated,
Yes.
which is great. And going through the spreadsheets and the pipelines and all that. So that, I welcome it there. But when I think back to, I sold one of my first largest professional services deals, one piece of paper, $1 million. I sold $1 million, one piece of paper, signature by the CEO, signature by me. You can only do that because of relationships and trust, right? They're trusting you and you understand what they need. That can't be replaced.
People still buy from people.
People buy from people.
I tell especially Gen Z and the young founders and the people who are starting their career that yes, we are very advanced. Everything is there. But still it's blood in our veins and we still drink water. So we are not drinking any lab-made acid still. Yet.
Still. No robot fluid. But, also thinking about sales with all the stress of, the numbers, 100, 1,000, and then you have your paycheck is linked to compensation. I still want to say, and all the things you said, if you're a relationship person, but the best natural high is a signed contract. And when you feel that way, that's what keeps you going, because there's nothing, still for me, there's nothing better than a signed contract.
The adrenaline rush.
The best revenue, right? Customer revenue.
Adrenaline rush. My team, whenever I will be on a call, JC notices that, and my team in Pakistan and online when I talk to them, they will know I've closed a deal with my voice.
Yes.
I'm talking to them about something and they see my face, they will know that I have closed something today. And once I don't close something for a week, it's the worst depression.
It's the worst depression.
Yeah, for sales. And non-sales people will never get that.
Right.
The adrenaline rush you get when you close a deal.
When you close a deal.
And we see it green, 100%. PO in your... Back then, PO was a...
Yeah, well, we had actually, because we were very advanced technologically, and we actually had a custom CRM. So we had a web flow. Every day, you just go up, you'd see where it was, and everything was digital. But yeah,
kind of ERP.
ERP. Yeah, it was an ERP.
ERP,
but we had our own, and it was great. That's how we lived our day. You could see where everything was.
The documentation.
Yeah.
It was so tough back then.
Yes.
And there was no DocuSign.
Yes, but we had it. We had everything was signed digitally.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
In the 90s.
Yeah, late 90s. I'm actually like early 2000s.
It was the most advanced company on earth that time,
Yeah,
I guess, from the engineering and the technology perspective.
I mean, late 90s, I had my own 800 number. I had my own standing web bridge.
Okay.
That's how we did business.
What is happening in NJIT these days? What are you doing?
We're really taking hold of AI and leveraging it not only for how we teach, but also how we prepare our students for AI, future positions and careers. So we're doing that. And NJIT, if you don't know it, is a really special place, right? Where the Goldilocks, we're the right size. We're about 13,000 students, so there's life on campus. But we all know our students' names, which is really nice. And the students have a lot of access to the professors. I'm a research professor there, and I run all student entrepreneurship. We're research level 1. So that's, highest level of research. We do about $200 million a year in research with the intent to have societal impact.
Wow.
And
the diversity
highly
you guys
diverse.
have. That's what
Highly
I was coming, because close to New York, New Jersey, the whole Asia, Africa, America, Europe is there. So I visited many times. I really enjoyed the...
I always say we're, 17 minutes pen to pen. Like we're so close to Midtown, New York.
Yes.
That's got to be confusing for visitors though. New York pen and Newark pen. It's like, are they just saying it with an accent? Newark.
And I heard someone that on Reels that, if you have a bad day, consider someone landed in Austria thinking it was Australia. So,
I feel like a friend of mine almost went to Caracas because they were going to Curacao. I'm like, now you're going to Curacao. It's an island.
okay, yeah. And if someone new will come to the US, they will be definitely confused because there is a Houston street in Manhattan.
Yes.
And there is a Manhattan street in Houston.
Yes.
And there is a Manhattan street in Brooklyn as well.
Yes.
Manhattan
yes.
Avenue.
Oh my God, there's Miami, Pennsylvania, Miami, Florida. It's really funny.
So the transition from AT&T to NJIT, like
yes,
how different it is.
Well, I think that clocks run at a different speed in academia.
Yeah, right.
We're going to get in trouble for this one.
Right, exactly.
But I remember when I first left corporate and went into academia. And by the way, I've been at a 4-year private, a 2-year public, and now a 4-year public in the state of New Jersey. So I've had different experiences at different types of universities, but the same thing is true. The clocks run a lot slower.
Yes.
And when I first came out of corporate and I was like, oh, you need an advisory board? I went out, I got my, my CEO friends, and let's do it. And they're like, I'm like, okay, when's the first meeting? And they're like, oh, that's not till next semester. I'm like, uh-oh.
And we cannot say have more pipeline in that.
No,
in that scenario.
No. Yeah, exactly.
In corporate, you can say have more pipeline. Let's not follow up.
No, so it's interesting. But, for me, what replaces the high of a signed contract is really helping students. Everything I do is for my students. And I'm not just saying that. Like, people go, I want to come to academia, I want to teach to give back. It always kind of makes my skin crawl a little bit because, I don't know if you got anything to give back. And I think you want a captive audience. When people say that to me, that I'm coming to teach to give back, that means they want to stand in front of a room and have everybody listen to them. I don't know. And that's not how you teach. That's not how anyone was ever supposed to teach. And with the advent of YouTube, because I really do like YouTube, with the advent of that, we don't need someone standing and delivering.
Yes.
We need, curators of content.
Yeah.
We need facilitators of the learning process in our classrooms. So if you think you're giving back, to me that sounds like you want an audience to listen to you.
Completely agree. And I think back in the days, it was just 3 or 4 major career tracks.
Yes.
And we were judging every student in a class with the same band. But now we know there are so many bands.
Yes.
So I think one thing which I saw you doing, and that is very good, is basically going to the level of every student. Yes. Every individual is different.
Yes.
If you're keeping a distance that, hey, I'm big professor and you are small, they will never come close to you.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, you have to, I've always been, I feel like, approachable in all of my roles, and I think it's so important now. The other thing is my role, I like to say I focus on shared learnings with the entrepreneurs rather than shared earnings. I'm not trying to get a funnel and narrow it down and only pick the few. I really want every one of my students to understand what it means to think like an entrepreneur, to see problems and to come up with solutions. Look, you might fail the first few, but if you get confidence in yourself and in the process, then to me, that's what it's all about. Because you're going to go on in your career. Think about your career. You're going to solve bigger problems.
I have noticed this strange fact about my own entrepreneurship journey. 55 global employees and almost 60 has came and left. So I've managed and talked to 110 employees as employees, and I've done maybe 100 more interviews. So I've noticed this strange fact, and that is what I learned in my own business. We humans, most of the time, don't need anything. We just need one line from someone. Yes, you can do it.
Yes, you can do it.
There are some people, the person who is my first employee is still in the company. And I call him every one and a half years or 1 year that you have surprised me where you have came. And what I was expecting. I've told him many times, and he will be editing this as well.
I'm going to say thank you for editing.
The way he has came so far, and I never expected that. And then after telling him for 2 or 3 years, I was thinking with myself, then what happened? And then I said, all of the time I was just telling him and giving him the buck up that this is the mistake, you have to improve. Yes, you can do it. I know you will do it.
Yes.
And he has surprised me.
Yes.
And then I tried this with a lot of people, and I know this came out true.
Yes, it's very true.
Lack of positivity in the world.
And that's why I love the undergrads. It's funny, you ask most people who teach and they'll say they want to teach grad. I just had this conversation this week. I always say I want to teach the undergrads because I see that growth. And sort of a funny story is I taught PhD also. You know, when you teach undergrads, you walk in the classroom, there's one ego, and it's yours. When you teach grads, you walk into the classroom and there's 25 egos.
Yes, yeah, you're right. So you are very much approachable. This is a demo of that.
Yes.
And
we're kindred spirits.
Yes. Yeah. I remember that comment. And you committed this podcast live on Instagram comment.
Yes.
And you made it today.
I did. That's right. I committed publicly.
Yeah. We just met once, but that short conversation, the kindred spirits.
Yes.
I really like that concept. So, Dr. Kathy.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Wish you good luck for the future. I'll be always available to help your students.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. That means everything.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.